So for the network to take the most salacious part when taken out of context and put it up online for people who didn't see the whole interview is very upsetting to me, and that's something I'm going to have to deal with them.
A CBS spokesperson has acknowledged that the clip posted online, quote, did not reflect the nature and tone of the full interview. Our Morning Rush insiders have been busy discussing this behind the scenes on our Facebook page. And joyfully, Wendy, one of many, saying that the context really doesn't matter to her. She says Gayle's line of questioning, no matter the context it was originally in, should have never been brought up. It was in poor taste. A lot of people feeling that way. And Snoop Dogg has actually been one of the most vocal opponents of Gayle's interview. And he actually has followed up with a series of pictures of Gayle and Oprah with Harvey Weinstein, wondering why that interview has not been conducted, guys.
Thank you so much, Liza. That's the same feedback I'm getting on my Facebook page, and I have been watching the fury grow against Gayle King since that snippet was posted. You know, Gayle used the adjectives mortified, embarrassed, and angry, and those were her feelings when she watched it in just that clip as well. And that's the feelings of most people as they've been watching it. The feedback I've been getting is that people are wondering why she asked the question to begin with. We saw those comments with Liza. You know, I've been at this job for 2 decades, 2+ decades, right? And we're always told as journalists to ask the questions that people want to know, even though they may be the tough questions. You ask those questions, right? But nowhere in my world has anyone asked me specifically, from our Morning Rush viewers, anything I've seen online, whether Kobe's legacy is complicated by that sexual assault case from 2003. I just haven't seen it. So I was surprised that she asked Lisa Leslie that question without Kobe Bryant even being buried. I was surprised. And the fact that she wouldn't let up on it.
Yeah, to me, it's grandstanding a little bit. I think it is. I mean, sure, it's there. It's part of Kobe's history. But at this particular point, no. This is not the time and place to be bringing that up. Not at all.
All right. Well, we want to know what you think as well. Just chime in on our social media pages. We'd love to hear what you have to say. And Liza will be tracking that.